Right, so this is part 3 of Love is Blind with Sam. Sam will be cat, the biracial cat. We talked about ethnicities and how that goes together. And you do need to address, you do need to address that, don't you think? Yeah. Let's talk about cat. Cat has been adopted. Sam has been adopted too. Sam is a cat that's been adopted. Do you think it's a problem, Sam? The cat has been adopted. Do you think adopted people or cats have a problem, Sam? I don't think it should be a problem. I think anything can be a problem. I just see that she's clearly unhappy, and as I said at the end of the video, I would recommend a cat for cat, not a funeral director. Cats, by the way, are very good at detecting when somebody's going to die. They found in nursing homes that when a cat comes to you, you're probably going to be dead. So beware. I mean, not come to you, but there's a cat that used to come to people just before they left this earth. They were very good at detecting when the end is near. But of course, it doesn't mean that cats don't cuddle just for the sake of cuddle. I'm just saying there's a very mystical connection between cats and death. And Freddie is just not a spiritual person from what I've seen. He's very focused on his exterior. And once a cheater, always a cheater. I think that's true, because I never cheated. So I don't know what it would be like to betray a person you're in a relationship with. I've never I never touched other cats, never. I may give them a little bit of snacks, Sam, that's true. But I never ever love another cat the way I love Sam. Unless I adopt another one day. Okay, so I don't know why everybody hates cats so much. She's a very attractive lady. She works as a dental nurse, which I think it's like, come on, people. Working with teeth is tough. I don't know about you, but I don't like going to the dentists. And the dental nurse can make your hell experience much, much more pleasant. You need a lot of compassion. Yeah. Lay off cat, you say, right. So who do we have left? Demi. What do you think of Demi? Demi and Ollie. Well, using ADHD as an excuse for not being affectionate, I mean, oops. The reason why, let's look at cats. You know why they're not affectionate? Can I tell you? Can I tell them the secret? It's because they're oversensitive. That's right. They get overstimulated easily. That's not the same as ADHD at all. ADHD is attention deficit disorder, which means you can't focus on one thing. And you can get into impulsive relationships as a result. You are very impulsive. You can do things without thinking first. Ollie thinks too much. He's an overthinker. I think his diagnosis would be oversensitivity rather than... See, cats, if you touch a cat too much, they'll just shake their tail. That means stop, because they get overstimulated easily. They need peace and quiet and not too much fuss. So if that's the case with Ollie, that explains a lot. I think Demi might have other needs, though, because she's clearly insecure. She needs somebody who can reassure her, and one way we reassure people of our attachment to them is through physical attachment. I'm not saying the S word, but just touching, stroking, holding somebody's hand, looking in their eye contact. If you can't maintain eye contact, she might as well get a cat. Again, another woman that can do so much better with the cat. I think she's very insecure, it's very clear, and there's no reason for it. She's a lovely girl. And even though she doesn't have a bikini body, she is amazing. And I think a lot of people admire Demi for being so different. She is the reason why Love is Blind exists, because she has such a great personality. And the other women, they just have great bikini bodies. So I don't understand why it's even called Love is Blind. It should be called Love is Not Blind, Love is Shallow, Love is Bikini. But all the all the seasons of Brazil, UK, US for sure, but you hardly ever see a heavyset woman. And if you do, it's most likely an African American. You never see a white European woman who's heavy, ever. Did you notice that? Because in black culture, it's okay to have a booty, to be a big, to be big, especially your backside. It's big. It's okay. The Africans don't have a problem. The traditional African culture doesn't have a problem with women being large. They don't, quite the opposite. In that society, being skinny is not a good sign. It means you're starving and you don't have a good social status. They admire women who are big. So congratulations for the African culture view of women, and not like the Western world that basically encourages eating disorders. I mean, who could be skinny? Who can have no stomach? I mean, I don't know, but when I see women and they have flat bellies, they either spend hours in the gym, which is also a sign of imbalance, or they starve themselves. And both, you wouldn't want to be around people that are excessive, would you? So that's what I have to say about Kat. And Demi as well. We all love Demi, but is Ollie the man for her? I seriously doubt it. She needs somebody who will hug her, and much more extroverted, because she can be an extrovert. Her friends are lovely. Her family is lovely. Ollie's family doesn't exist. Where are they? Where are the sisters, the legendary sisters? I think there's a lot of BS around Ollie. As for Sam, yeah, I mean, he is what he is. He's not worse off than anybody else, actually. He just says what he thinks, and others are hiding and calculating. That's the difference. So my prediction, Sam, who do you think is going to stay together? None of them are going to ever survive as a couple, but who is going to actually do the charade of attempting to get married? I think Demi and Ollie will be one couple, Sabrina and Steven. That's it. I don't see anybody else. I don't see Tom surviving the completely schizophrenic way of Maria's looking at life. Like, she has to be the little woman kept by the man, but on the other hand, she can have sex the first night she meets a man. She has all the advantages of a woman living in a Western world, but all the advantages of a woman living in a very traditional Muslim society where the man takes care of the woman, but also women are subjected to very strict rules. They don't sleep with men, they don't sleep around, they dress modestly, and so you can't have it both. Can't have it both ways, and you can't be called Maria and be a Muslim. Sorry, I don't get that. And maybe her parents at one point called her Maria so she wouldn't be subjected to anti-Muslim sentiments. I don't know. She seems really nice, but I don't think Tom is really, Natasha and Tom would have been very well suited. I think it's too much couscous for Tom to swallow. He's a quiet man. He needs his quiet tea time, and he doesn't want a lot of children around. Maria is absolutely not a good match. Wouldn't be good for Maria either. I don't see anybody else who would be a good match for Maria. She needs a guy from her. There's so many nice North African guys that are moderate and yet traditional, that can understand her better and fit in the family better. Or maybe just, I don't know, a younger British guy who's more liberal in his views, more open, and wants to have children. Somebody who comes from a more traditional family. I think as long as you have traditional family values,